I f with the whole concept of being in the studio all day making music. I really do. It was one of my dreams watching Ryan Leslie videos, Hit Boy vlogs. Um, I'm a hater on the music industry, but the whole concept is amazing. I love making music. I've never really chased placements, and there's a few reasons for that. So let me kind of explain. I don't want to come off as a total hater.
We on the way, but I can never wait till the morning. Yeah, we on the way, but I can't seem to say what they want.
And I'm in shorts. A vlog, dude? I've been a dad now for 8 months. Damn, bro. Shout out to all the dads, all the moms, all the parents. Life has been good. It's snowing in Dallas. Yeah, so like a big piece of criticism that I get, me as a producer is just kind of like, well, what placements does he have? He's got a Lil Man J placement. You know what I mean? It's like, and the reason why I never really dove into the music industry is because there's a few reasons, but reason number one would just be I don't like not being in control. And for some reason, in the music industry, for a music producer, even all artists in general, engineers, everyone, bro, it's like there's people that are just in control of it's icy as fuck, dude. I probably shouldn't be vlogging. Let me get to the studio alive. Unfortunately, there's a thing in the music industry where it's like, I never really chased after that placement route at all. I wasn't interested. Maybe it was just because I was older when I started getting success. I'm in my 30s. I'm 32 now. Like, what was I, 20, 24, 25 when I started like getting recognition for my music. So it's like, I never really had that. I kind of already saw behind the curtains doing like little tours and stuff like that. So I was already able to see behind the curtains of the music industry, see what producers were making. And I already knew going into it that in order to make money and make a good living for yourself as a producer, like John Bellion said in the video I reacted to, you have to be juggernaut, Olympian, successful in order just to make a living. That on top of the fact that you're kind of leaving a lot of stuff up out of your control. You're kind of just sending stuff out and being in studios and hoping and praying most of the time. That to me is just that's just not my personality. And so maybe because I was 20, 24, 25, I was just a little bit older and kind of out, and I've been doing things for a few years, that I just knew it wasn't going to make me happy, like chasing that kind of thing. I tweeted the other day. I never tweet. I was like, if I joined, I did a poll, and it was like, if I joined Internet Money back in 2017 or whatever, would I have a placement by now? Just to see what people would say. But yeah, because like that was that was an option for me to like chase. That it was a common thing with the YouTube producer scene. It was build your channel up, hit that 100K subscribers, leverage that to either join some Internet Money type of group or like literally get signed. So many producers are getting signed and doing pub deals just straight from YouTube, and then like hopefully they get a big song, which a lot of them did. Internet Money became huge. KBZ was one. Cash Money AP was huge. Like all these people. But yeah, it's just something that never interested me. And honestly, it's like when you do something successful in life, typically you have to focus on that one thing. Like I fuck with being in studios making music. It's like I still watch video. I watch studio vlogs with like 1,500 views, and no one really even knows that I'm watching it. That whole environment is so cool to me, but the game is just what is not cool to me. So it'd be cool. It would be cool if I'm happy to have made videos and have done things and helped producers do things that are not necessarily the traditional ways. Like I'm happy to have done the Gen Z versus millennial video, the rappers versus producers video, or things like that, where it's like it's giving musicians a way to like just make music and show off their musical skills and do cool things without having to like sign their lives away, essentially. And there's nothing wrong about signing your life away. Like I personally think that you know, I think producers, engineers, engineers kind of are like this, but I think producers, writers, all these creatives, even some artists maybe even, should just be like getting paychecks. Like, I think that especially producers and writers, even, like, you should just be getting like 90K a year and showing up and doing your job, because that's how it's like being treated anyways. Like, it's worse. It's like producers will get a 100K. Actually, I don't even think they're getting that. They'll get like a $50,000 pub deal or whatever, and then for 2-3 years they gotta live off that 50K, which is literally impossible. And then it's like, it's not realistic. So that was thing one, was just like, it's out of my control. I know that what I'm doing is in my control, and yeah, I'm gonna have less time just in studios just making music, and more time like creating videos and having to like sell packs and work with businesses. But I personally like it all too. Thing number two is that I just enjoy other things. Like, making beats, obviously number one on my list of things, but I enjoy other things. Like, I think it's cool as fuck that I have this studio that is constantly, getting moved around and don't know what the fuck I'm doing in here. I'm in the process of turning this into like a studio B and potentially the studio A. I decided to scrap this was like the fun, comfy room. This is now going to be the reason that I started really locking in and pursuing making music and selling beats and then doing YouTube and then doing what I'm doing, because music for me was always the thing that I never got sick of. It was always, when it came to making videos, when it came to, starting business ideas and all the little things that I tried throughout the years, making music was always the thing that, 99% of the time when I sat down to do it again, or it was just the thing I was most passionate about, and it's why I decided to become Kyle Beats. It's why I decided to like pursue it full time. And I was like, fuck this, dude. I'm going all in. I'm selling beats for a living. It was just the thing that I never got sick of. Whereas, if you guys know me, I did music videos for people, photo shoots. This is like 10 years ago now, which is wild to think about. I was doing all these little creative things, so many interests, starting apps and all this stuff. But yeah, music was the thing that I always came back to, and I thought it was so cool, dude. Being in the studio and making music just from like thin air. You're making this thing that literally doesn't exist and putting it out there to the world. So yeah, but that's the reason why, like, I think that if my main job was to like, hey, you gotta come in there and every single day and make music, and the better music you make, the better. Like, if I had to gamify my music, it's like, I don't know if I would still love it as much. I still love music, and I feel like if I was in the music industry and in studios every day, I'm not sure how much I would love the game anymore, dude. I think because my game is like YouTube, and like that's what I really, that's like the game I play, is like the YouTube numbers, and like music is obviously what the videos are about, but it's not necessarily like my streaming numbers that matter. It's my video numbers. So it makes it so it makes it so music to me still feels as organic as the day I fucking started, which is honestly something that is really good to me. Check it out. Fucking, why are they the same size? They literally just reduced the size of the 1 million like a month or two before I hit 1 million. This one used to be like this big, but because all these shorts users are getting these plaques so quickly because they're just making 30-second videos like 10 times a day, they like downsized this, and it's just like, hey, I love my plaque, don't get me wrong, but like this one is heavier and more well made than this one. That doesn't make sense, but it also does make sense. I'm not hating. I love that thing. Okay, reason number 3, and my final reason, is the upside. You know, if I was to only pursue, I feel like the upside for making a YouTube channel and trying to build businesses and stuff like that, it feels a lot more tangible. It's a lot more in my control. Like, in order to, you know, life is not about money. I learned that. I love the way I'm moving this around. I'm moving the studio around. It's fucking coming out great. And I actually really like the way it's going. But, you know, life is not about money. You only learn that when you start to make money. And then you go, what is this thing we're all fighting over? It's literally just made up. But, you know, when you have dreams and goals, you want to set those dreams and goals high, and you want to, like, achieve great things. Where the fuck? Oh, there's the mini ball. The mini hoop ball. You want to achieve great things. So, like, one of those goals that you have is to, like, become ultra successful. And to become an ultra successful producer and make millions and millions of dollars and, you know, own what you're doing, going through the traditional music industry way and becoming Pharrell or becoming Dr. Dre. But Dr. Dre and Jay-Z didn't make... See, like, Dr. Dre and Jay-Z and Pharrell and all this, like, they didn't make their money. They didn't make the money that they made off of the music. They used the music to get attention in order to sell alcohol. What the fuck did Pharrell do? Pharrell just made it off the music, and like sell headphones and shit like that. So yeah, it just, you know, you have just like this gut feeling of like, well, you know, social media is where the new attention is. Going through the traditional music industry feels like in 2001 that would have been my goal. That's the right thing to do in 2001, but like right now, you know, so many problems in the music industry. There's so many people complaining. It's like a constant headache for anyone that's like really dealing with it every day. It feels like what I'm doing, making content. It feels like the new generation. I don't want to, you know, back when I started selling beats for like 2 weeks, I was trying to sell beats on SoundClick, and I was like, this is not the new way of doing it. You have to come up with the new way. And that's what I did to start selling beats. I was DMing people on Instagram, and now that turned into like the new way, the new come up. Back in when I made a video explaining how I did it, it had like got 500,000 views that year, and everyone started DMing people on Instagram and doing the same thing that I did. But yeah, so those are my 3 reasons, and I wanted to make a video just like talking about it because, you know, there's a lot of producers that just like talented producers making amazing music in the studio, living a super cool life that probably aren't getting the rewards that they deserve. And it sucks because it's such a cool thing to like hit studios every week and make music and stuff like that. So I guess you could say I'm trying to like, in some ways, simulate what that life is in my own life while making content. But yeah, cool video. Thanks for $1 million on the main channel. I'm gonna get to work. See you later.